What's up, guys? So a lot of Emerald leaks got released after we had the Predcast. So I kind of wanted to make a quick little video, show you guys what's kind of been updated here as of late. And I might actually start dropping a few of these videos here and there, like in between Predcasts, because even though Predcasts are like my favorite way to give you guys information, as of late, the amount of content that we've had on our predecessor has been a little bit on the limiting side, so we haven't had Predcasts on a weekly basis like we used to. So we're still trying to figure that schedule out, but yeah, let's talk about Emerald. So basically, let me lay it out for you guys. Essentially, what happened with Ometa. Ometa reached out to us content creators, us partners behind the scenes, and they gave us a puzzle. They gave us basically a whole bunch of, I'm talking about, that shit was like, it felt like 50 to 70 little triangles. And it was to decipher an image, right? And the community started participating in this once they started seeing it on live streams and such. But yeah, then essentially, this is the image that came from that. Let's actually blow it up here. There we go. So this is the image that came from that. It's essentially giving us a little bit of insight maybe as to the weapon that this new Emerald character is going to be carrying. We see like a bracer, kind of gauntlet sort of vibe, right? This sort of half open staff, unopened staff of the sorts. And then we got a whole bunch of binary code whenever it was solved. Shout out to a community member that ended up solving everything, because this shit, I was at it for like 2 hours with Pinzo, Medkit, RGS Ace was in the call with us. That shit was not easy, so shout out to whoever did this. But once I actually found out the edge of the map, the binary, turns out that took you to this page, and it's essentially just like almost like another log from the character, this engineer sort of person that we're getting here. Now, it says here, using the Codename plans, we managed to recover the following audio log from a damaged storage drive. It's been decoded and re-uploaded here for further analysis and preservation, right? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and play this audio here. I've already listened to it, so forewarning there. But I'm gonna go ahead and play the audio in case you guys haven't heard it, and then I'll kind of give my thoughts on it as it's kind of playing. There we go.
Engineer's log, 1602. That ear-sick swine. How long had he been holding me back? He was just like everybody else. Short-sighted, small-minded fools who...
It's cool that this is coming across as like some like angry scientist, Scottish like person jealous at somebody.
bring nothing to the table. I can't believe our alliance all these months was for nothing. The prototype harness, the plans for the conduit, the last of my patience for foolish cretins.
A harness, a conduit.
All of it gone. Well, damn that cloud sniffer to each and every hell. I'm better off without him. Next our paths should meet, he'll rue the day he crossed me. Perhaps I was the fool for thinking I'd found another who shared my extraordinary appetite for knowledge and progress. Nay, I don't make mistakes.
Cocky as hell.
Him leaving is but a mere setback.
So the partners of
Our
him,
brawl
whoever
may have
he's mad at.
destroyed half my lab and months of progress, but even the gods themselves are powerless to halt my ambition. With the harness we designed... No, after the harness I designed, it is no longer a matter of if. Now, it is only a matter of when. I shall rebuild the lab, recalculate the destroyed schematics,
this is very well
and
thought out.
reconstruct the ruined
I love
harness.
the fact that they're adding so much
Then all I
lore.
need is a way to power the machine. Something he thought impossible. I'll show him impossible.
So there's a machine of some kind.
The only thing impossible is working with such bam-pot gobbins. The fools of the present are but blunt.
Wait, only thing that's impossible is working with what?
such bam-pot gobbins. The fools of... The only thing impossible
I'll turn
is
on
working with
the
such
YouTube text.
damn-hot gobbins. The fools of the present are but blunt picks, incapable of mining a path through the stones of progress. They lack my ambition, my determination.
But we know that he's some sort of
genius.
miner.
Nay, my time working with others is at an end.
We saw
we talked
about it on the Predcast.
No further.
Talked about it on Predcast a little bit, that his original log that was read before, if you missed that, watch the last Predcast. He's basically, I guess, like a miner, someone that digs often, referring to everybody else on the surface as surface dwellers. That's why, like, I'm kind of with Pinzo. Pinzo was saying this sounds like some sort of Scottish dwarf of some kind, like a mage. Maybe he's got some sort of machine for digging or something like that. Sounds kind of cool.
Delays.
But I guess we don't know for sure.
Tomorrow, I shall leave once more for the boreholes beneath. I am certain that the means of powering my devices lies deeper within the mantle. I shall uncover a new fuel source and return, empowering the tools and machinery of tomorrow, and proving beyond a shadow of a doubt once more that this meager life stands on the precipice of a glorious future. A future shaped by my faultless designs and powered by the unbound potential of the Arc-Grun engine.
Arc-Grun engine. Anyway, I just want to give a quick little shout out to Ometa, because that shit is dope. Like, this is honestly exciting whenever we see, and I'm not big into the lore world myself, right? But whenever I see little things like this, it just gets me excited to learn about the character. Now, after the video, it also says efforts continue to uncover more about the mysterious Arc-Grun engine. That's what it is, Arc-Grun engine. Mentioned in the file. Transcriptions from the audio log have been sent back for analysis, and once they have read it later, see what they did there? Read it in bold, which we'll talk about in a second because their next teaser event was on Reddit. In the week, we can resume our investigation into the Mad Mage and his experiments. Now, let me go ahead and pull up what they did on Reddit here for you guys. Okay, so here we are on the Reddit side. Now, this is a finished image, which I'm going to blow up, and we'll kind of look at it a little bit closer here in a second. But essentially what Ometa did is they did community challenges. They're like, hey, we got 13 different challenges. Every time that you guys complete something as a community, we'll unlock a certain square of the picture. And they basically had it divided into grids, and they slowly filled in every grid. For example, defeat 3 Fang Teeth before the 20-minute mark, right? Completed by Mastiff. And destroy an opponent's tower before 8 minutes of the game has passed, completed by Pandas. And, you know, I'm assuming they like submitted clips or the match ID so they can verify it and such. But just really cool community engagement. I really, really like the fact that they did this. And all in all, they slowly started unlocking this picture that we see here. Now, all in all, let me blow it up here a little bit for y'all. So essentially, we see this kind of like a ripped picture, ripped in half. You can't see the face of the character, but oh, this is gonna be a little bit weird to manage. Can't see the face of the character, but you can damn sure tell our homie's got a beard, probably really short, kind of like we're saying, more on the dwarf side. Just because this is 1000% Gideon standing next to him, right? So this has got to be like Gideon was his partner. They like, I guess, fought. Now they're like enemies or some shit like that. But you definitely see, you know, like he's like, what? Like this is probably Gideon's hip right here. So homeboy's maybe up to like Gideon's chest as far as height goes. But we see some cool details about him, right? Like we see the beard, we see like a braided beard actually, so like multiple different elements of a beard is what it almost seems like here. So very World of Warcraft vibes I'm getting out of this character, which is actually really cool. You see some of the green energy, and it's an arc. Oh, what was the word that we just used again? They were talking about, oh lord, the Arc-Grun engine, right? So could it be that this little scientist, whatever, helped Gideon with his technology in order to be able to to control all the rifts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What if Gideon's little, I guess we'll call it an arc, the circle on the back of Gideon is a machine that's made to harness that power? You know what I'm saying? So, and what if this is the character that helped him create all that? And now he's like, hey, yo, fuck Gideon. I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to find my own way to do it. So maybe this is going to be like Gideon's arch nemesis in mid lane, right? Which is kind of cool. Again, I'm not too crazy into the lore side of everything, but I genuinely enjoy these little teasers and stuff that they've been doing. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is all we have so far. The character doesn't come out until like another 10 days or something like that. And so far they've been dropping hints every single day, right? So depending on how this goes, I might just drop another video here shortly if we get more updated information on it. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that they're going super deep into the lore, the details provided, whether it be the audio log, whether it be this cool picture. I mean, shit, you can see on the left hand side here the homeboy's beard with like those little medallion pins on his beard, almost like his hair ties in a way, right? Yeah, this is super cool. This is super cool. I dig it. I know I'm a carry main, but this character, I love the fact that it's not just like a normal human like Kira, right? Or like Zarus, for example. Zarus was cool, but Zarus didn't really feel too lizardy to me. He just felt like a person that looked like a lizard and fought elsewhere. But at least dwarf wise, like you can go quite a bit. Like I'm thinking World of Warcraft, like a dwarven mage of the sorts, right? Whether it be like the different, I don't know, like mage abilities he's gonna cast. Apparently he's very machine oriented. And there's that picture that I had here a second ago. There it is. This picture that was teased a long time ago. Like one of the first teases we got on the character. And this for damn sure looks like an engine of the sorts to me, at least, right? Like this here in the center being a crankshaft, for those of you that know. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be some sort of engine, in my opinion. We see some sort of I don't even know what they call these. It's very similar to a staff, but if you actually look at a staff in the picture that we saw, the ends of the staff, and I'll zoom in here, the ends of the staff are actually the exact same shape as the end of this. Like, so, I mean, obviously similar design, but it's, what I'm thinking is, what if this is going to be his ultimate? What if this is some sort of, imagine like Watson from Apex Legends. He just throws a machine down and this arc rune engine activates, and imagine if it just blocks all projectiles and shit like that. Basically a better ultimate than what Yin had back in the day. Shout out, bring it back Yin eventually, Omega. But yeah, this is just exciting, guys. I'm excited. They need to be doing stuff like this, and I know it's a lot more effort, but for the community, as far as engagement, like whether it be these challenges, whether it be getting the creators involved, like they did with the puzzle and stuff, to be able to reach the voice file, that I love of how much community engagement they're doing and how much hype they're building up towards this character. Hopefully the character isn't going to be a letdown, right? There's always, you know, like I'll take everything with a little grain of salt, everything that we're saying here. But I'm excited. I'm excited. And if you guys want to see more of these videos, do me a favor. It's a pain in the ass in order to basically fight the YouTube algorithm at times. So the more likes that you guys leave on this video, the more comments that you leave, and the more times the video gets shared, because they do track that too, how many people click on a link. The more times the video gets shared, all of that, the better this video does, and the more YouTube themselves will recommend it to others, as opposed to just us trying to force the recommendations. But yeah, if you guys could, please do all that. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it this far, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.